you have a good holiday, Carl?
Yeah, it was alright. It's alright. Went down to Cornwall.
Now, you were going to the monkey
some odd
sanctuary.
people down there, Steve.
Well, don't look at me, I'm not from Cornwall.
Well, you're from that sort of area.
Well, not really, but never
Genetically,
mind.
he means.
Right.
They're weird.
Well, you must have slotted right in.
Why are they weird? What do they look like?
It's all sort of odd people. A lot of old people, but not just old, sort of messed up old.
What do you mean messed up old? You can't just say that. There's...
There's a woman with a funny neck.
Okay, in what way was it funny?
Why did she have a funny neck? If you were writing an essay, you wouldn't say there was this woman with a funny neck. How would you describe it?
She sort of had her head, like, pointed down all the time. Like that.
Don't do it, it's his radio.
No, but just for you, I do like that.
Yeah.
Walking about like that.
Yeah, okay, right. So, brilliant.
I don't know. I was saying to Suzanne, what happened, you know. What do you think?
Because Suzanne knows everything. That's the good thing about her being with you. You just ask her, what happened to her? And Suzanne goes, Carl, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been here before.
Suzanne, your girlfriend, or mummy as you call her.
Oh, sparks are flying.
Yeah. I got a little bit of chocolate, can you just lick a tissue and wipe it off?
Oh,
No, she said it might have been like, because back in the olden days they carried stuff on the...
the olden days.
What do you mean the olden days?
This woman was probably, what, 50?
No, she looked about 70.
Yeah.
But like I do on Cheeky Freak of the Week, right? I always turn it round and we get, like, something good out
Something
of it.
positive, yeah.
I said to Suzanne, I bet she finds a lot of money.
Yeah!
Always staring at the ground, yeah.
Oh,
It was
dear.
always
Oh,
good.
so, you're
Maybe
back...
she just had new shoes and she was admiring them.
Yeah.
Did you think of that? Before you point the finger and judge?
Or a necklace was too heavy.
Exactly.
So, you're back refreshed. So, what have we got for this week? Have we sort of... Because we didn't meet last night, which we usually meet
No,
sort
I
of...
called you and said it'd be good if we could, you know, I wasn't getting back into London
Well, I was up
until
for it, I was up
till
for it,
7:30,
you know,
but...
yeah.
Yeah, but we all need to be there. It's not
Yeah.
good just me and you being there.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right that I wasn't there yet because I wasn't willing to just be governed by your particular schedule. You want to jet back in from another of your holidays
It wasn't a
at
holiday.
8 o'clock.
It wasn't a holiday, though.
Well, so what? You
What
were
do you
out
mean?
of town.
Hold on, whoa. What do you mean it wasn't a holiday? What was it?
It was a treat, wasn't it, for my mum and dad? So it wasn't a holiday. I
What,
thought
so
I'm
you
away.
didn't enjoy the 5 days off? You'd rather have been here moaning 8 hours a day, 7 hours a day?
You see, we said last week that you're always whinging. Here you are whinging now.
I'm not
And you're
moaning.
saying it's not even a holiday. You're saying it's not even a holiday. What was it then?
Would like a nurse who take sick children to Florida, would they say having a great holiday?
Sorry, what particular ailment did your parents have for the week that they had to fly in Karl Pilkington, MD?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, alright, it was a holiday.
Well then, good. Now some honesty, now some truth.
So you came back from your holiday, you wanted to start back to work straight away, Steve couldn't be bothered to meet. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So we've got nothing prepared for this.
Well, you can rely on Rockbusters. Right, that's coming
We've got
up.
nothing.
Monkey News.
Even though you were away, you were still working.
Still doing stuff.
Did you go to the monkey sanctuary?
I'll tell you about that.
Tell us
later.
about it.
Play a record.
Sure.
Alright. Do you want Smashing Pumpkins?
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah,
I thought an old
yeah,
classic
yeah.
from them, Cherub Rock.
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins, Cherub Rock. That, of course, Rick, is available on their greatest hits.
Brilliant.
If you want.
I mean, that's how I rock. So
Yeah.
I know they. I'm very much the shape of a cherub as well.
Well,
now.
indeed.
Naked with a couple of
And a rosy big arse.
and a trumpet.
Yeah.
Do they have trumpets?
I don't know. I've just had an email here. Monkey News
Yeah.
from a listener. Monkey spotted holidaying in Cornwall. A chimp was spotted holidaying in Cornwall last week after befriending a family of 3. One onlooker said, "It was incredible. He dressed and behaved exactly like a human being. He even settled the hotel bill at the end of their stay. The only telltale sign was his lack of table manners and the incoherent babble when he opened his mouth." There we are. So,
Well, what do you think of that, Carl?
that's the listeners, Carl. That's Joanne.
Amusing, articulate, accurate. She remembered
Accurate.
exactly who's there and everything, setting in the bill. It's all there. So, I mean, even though people think that you're slightly simian, slightly less than human on the evolutionary ladder, they do listen to you. So, I mean, I don't know who's more stupid in the end, you or the listeners.
Well, you may recall, Rick, at the end of last week when Karl had to shoot off early, we issued a little request for listeners just to bombard Karl's email with just pointless emails that really weren't about anything, just to clog up his email for when he returned.
Yeah.
Rick, they sent them all to us.
Brilliant.
I mean, that's the kind of listeners that we've got. We've got reams here on our email of just junk.
I mean, it's like a Marx Brothers plot, isn't it? I mean, just
ludicrous.
listen.
Listen to what we say.
I got one about a shaved cat. Well, that's not pointless. I'll be reading that later.
Oh, you're loving it. Yeah.
I'm happy.
That'll keep you going for a couple of weeks.
I'll be reading that later.
Did you get to the monkey sanctuary? Because this was the big thing. You were going down to Cornwall, you were going to visit the monkey sanctuary. I've never seen someone more excited. You had 2 days put aside for the monkey sanctuary.
I know.
How did it go, Monkey World?
We were on our way, right? I found like a little, in a little cottage that we had, right? It's like a little folder, you know, with little leaflets in saying if you're into mountains, you want to go here.
Yeah.
If you're into castles and that.
Go to
Little
Castle
monkey
World.
on the leaflet, right? So I thought I'll be needing that. Took that out, made sure that's safe and
Yeah.
that, right? We get in the car, getting ready to go. My dad says, "Where is it?" I look on the back. It's in a place called Low or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So we're on our way. Can't believe me luck. It's going to be a great day and all that.
Yeah.
And then start looking at the leaflet, right? And noticed didn't have any chimps there.
Yeah, it's not Monkey World.
It wasn't a monkey world.
Well, what
No.
was it called then?
Something like,
Monkey Town.
yeah, it was just it had like woolly monkeys in it. That's what.
It had what?
Woolly monkeys.
What are woolly monkeys?
Those things, Johnny Vegas off the advert. Loads
Right.
of them. They're dumped now since ITV Digital
Yeah.
went under, so they just put them in a cage.
I don't
No,
understand.
They're woolly. They're like they're sort of like little fluffy little baboon type things. Woolly monkeys. I mean, it's not your chimp. It is
Right.
not. It's not your classic chimpanzee.
So did the car screech to a halt?
It was like
Yeah.
it was like the mission in Armageddon. I just said abort. We're on the way back.
So how far had you got before you bothered to read the leaflet?
Probably about 5 miles away
Right.
from where we were.
So what did you do with yourself? You must have been distraught.
we
Well,
went
they
to,
broke down and then they heard banjo music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, we went to a sort of an amusement place.
Arcade.
I'd love to see you in that. What with putting those coins in, so it has to roll down and they go flat, and then an arm pushes
There
them.
was one of them.
Really?
But
I
I'd worked
spent
out it was
years
a
on that when I
con.
was little.
Well, there's a new one. I can't be bothered explaining it, but it's a con. We went to this place, right? My mum and dad had been there before, and
Yeah.
they said, "You'll love it. It's brilliant. It's got like a war bit in it."
A war bit, right?
Yeah, like because they know I'm into tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll be loving that.
So sorry, I didn't know you were into tanks.
No.
Well, they're all right.
Brilliant. It's gone from one of his childhood passions to, well, they're all right.
I know, yeah. Go on.
And but it was awful. I mean, my mum and dad had been there before, and he said, "No, you'll love it." But
Yeah.
it was like a really miserable day.
Sure.
Right? All the rides and that were broke.
Yeah.
Broke.
It just reminds you of Manchester.
My dad just ended up. He was more interested. There was a really fat family there.
Well, presumably he was breaking into the machines, trying to scoop off the cash.
I like the fact that those poor fat family were going, why are those people looking at us?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to ride one?
No, but they
we're
were
not a ride.
They were massive, and he just like, look at that, look at the state of that. The whole family,
Yeah.
just fat.
Bloaters, yeah.
All right.
No,
down.
but he does because fat. There's no need for it, is there? And he was really like, oh god. And then he wanted to follow them into the House of Mirrors to see what they look like. But my mum had got bored. She went off to buy a little Snow White figure. She couldn't believe her luck. It was only $2.99.
Yeah.
She thought it was going to be really expensive.
Sure,
so she
she's
bought
classy
one of them.
lady.
So she enjoyed that. And then my dad says, "Come on, we go in. It's rubbish, this."
What, the fat family wouldn't let him play with them?
So he just said on the way home, he said, "I can safely say that I never want to go there again before I die." So that was that. And then we went home.
Why would he ever give you that information? In case it was like a secret birthday present. You go,
Yeah.
oh God, what if they get me a trip to here? Or if he's in a coma and you go, I'll tell you what, I'll bring him out of it.
That fat couple
yeah.
by his bedside.
But Suzanne said she now realises why I am the way I am after
Yeah.
spending like a week with them.
Well,
She said-
they told her that they dropped you on your head as a kid, or
No, just like the way they act and that.
right? Yeah.
I
No,
think-
they were saying things like, Suzanne, so, why is the moon out at night and the sun in the day?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh
it
God,
was-
there's
it-
3 of them.
Suzanne, can you tie my shoelaces again?
It was the bit when my dad said, "Don't waste money on a coffin for him, just put him in a bin bag."
Your father said that about himself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm glad you mentioned that because
That is great.
that gives me.